Alright, today we are going to be up to a little bit of tomfoolery here. There is a mod for Borderlands 2 that allows you to play Lilith in Borderlands 2. It's a pretty chill mod. I've already played it in the past a little bit, but we're going to compare it with the Limitless Mod today, which is a mod that changes 5 out of 5 skills into 100-point skills. It also gives you 10 skill points per level up. It's a little absurd for just a normal casual playthrough, so we're just going to do a little bit of tomfoolery with it, where we're going to take it into a level 30 boosted character. We're going to try to fight Terramorphous, and then we will load up a level 80 OP10 character. Really just overtune everything, get class mods going, because it does buff class mods as well, the Limitless mod. And then just kind of see what we can get up to. Here at level 30, on a boosted character, we have 300 skill points. And I assume that pretty much everything will work properly out of the box. I am pretty lazy with how I set up these mods. If you are interested in doing this yourself, you download the Lilith mod, it'll be in the description. You download the Limitless mod, it'll also be in the description. You open one of them with BLCMM. So you go ahead and open it like this, and then you press the import mod file, and then you just click on Limitless, and then it should just pair it together. You press the save button, you go in game, you execute it like you normally would. There is probably a little bit more stuff you need to do if this is your first time modding. Of course, I'd recommend checking out the mod support Discord, going onto the BLCM page in general, just to see how people get things running, stuff like that. But we're going to go ahead and look at our skill tree, see how stupid we can get, because I assume we can get pretty dumb. So everyone kind of knows how Lilith skill trees go. Left tree, shield stuff, chance to slag instead of chance to stun, I guess, so that's pretty cool. Phase Blast has a chance to slag, so we can just 5-point these, honestly, and then just have guaranteed slag on those. Health regen while in phase walk, I mean, like, just enough of this to get a full health bar back pretty quick is going to be funny. Cooldown rate for our phase walk, I mean, even if we just put like 20 points in this is insanity already. Kill skill that gives shield regen, yeah, you know, just like 40 points because of our class mod that buffs it already, so sure, why not? 100% chance to daze enemies with this skill, so that'll be kind of funny. We can passively increase our fire rate by up to 700% if we max the skill out. We can get elemental effect chance and damage. We can get increased elemental resistances. We can deal shock damage to enemies while in phase walk. We can get extra movement speed and XP on kill skill, which actually would be really good for leveling. We can add corrosive damage to melee. We can have Phoenix maxed out to be 100% chance to save ammo while on kill skill. Increased crit, DR after leaving phase walk, extra melee damage and phase walk duration, accuracy and bullet damage, bullet velocity, bullet damage, cooldown on kill, and then just phase strike for a ton of extra damage on phase walk. So yeah, let me go ahead and spec this out. Okay, so for our initial level 30 skill build, we're going to go ahead and just keep our left tree how we spec'd it earlier. We're going to put 50 points into fire rate because it's funny. I put leftover points into venom because we're going to use phase strike hopefully pretty well. Intuition I put 20 points into because anything past that, the movement speed will just start leaving us, so it'll be too hard to walk around. Phoenix, this is 100% chance to save ammo, so that seems pretty good. 10 points in Slayer to get down tree. I would use kill skills, but Terra kill skills are going to be a little bit hard to proc. And then high velocity, I would put more points into this as well, but too much projectile speed can cause bullets to just kind of clip through enemies if they're too fast. So kind of a hard problem there. We don't really need most of our other phase walk stuff because we still have health gate. This is BL2. And we can just go ahead and phase walk and just get our entire health bar back right away. Instantly cool it down with hard to get. And then I'm going to try to use phase strike because maybe this is going to be insane. It's 16,000% extra melee damage. So like, surely this is really good. Let's go ahead and just go find out. Okay, so how insane is our damage? I mean, That seems pretty good. I don't know if it's Terra good, but that seems pretty good. I feel like our cooldown should be faster, but I really can't complain about that. Right, let's see how the fire rate feels. That seems pretty good. Gonna put that out there. Yeah, okay. Pair that with a rocket launcher, or like literally just anything, I guess. Yeah, that seems good. This seems pretty good. I literally can't see. Okay, this ought to be just insane, right? Good. Okay. Well, we might farm a little bit of XP before we go ahead and head off to Terra. But, like, this seems pretty usable. It seems pretty strong. Alright, we're gonna farm XP in a very reasonable way. Okay, it didn't crash. Good. It really wants to, but no, it worked out. Okay. Do that 1 or 2 more times. Okay, level 40 ought to be close enough that we'll be fine, right? Alright. I'm gonna try to do a melee first. That was not great. And neither was that. Okay, well, we're gonna be in for something. Okay, I have a plan for OP10, and we're gonna try to practice it here if we can get a kill. Please. Okay, that didn't do a whole lot. I'm gonna be honest. We might need some actual equipment for this. Yeah. Being 10 levels under is still quite a punishment in the base game. Okay, we have acquired a conference call, a bee shield, and a fire relic. These are totally legitimate and fair things to have if you were trying to fight a level 50 normal mode Terra while under leveled. I don't want to hear it. It's completely fair. Probably. And we still deal no damage, so it's fine. Alright, DPS. Okay, with kill skills active, we can actually play the game. That feels really good. Okay, so having the boss dazed actually makes it really rough to try to use our kill skills, because the boss is just slowly working towards us instead of just coming over and popping back out of the ground. So it makes this fight prolonged and also ruins our kill skill potential. Okay, level up bonus is nice. Okay. That was great. We need to survive Fire Phase next, but like, that was really solid. Okay, cool. We got rid of all the tentacles. And now we just wait for the reset, I guess, for more kill skills, because, like, we're not dealing damage at all. Alright, we're just gonna hide for a little bit. There we go. Okay, so required a little bit of crime. I mean, the mods in combination are already crime, let's be honest. But, like, yeah, this is possible. This is already giving me ideas, of course, to mix the fire rate with the Phoenix, to pair it with something like a Drunk Hive to just get a bunch of shots out really fast on kill skill. Obviously, just specking out a bunch of crit, trying out the melee stuff at OP10 with like a full melee build, maybe. I don't really know what else there is to do with it past that, though, because the characters were a little more simple back in BL1. We have a lot of fire rate, we have a little bit of elemental additions that we can put on. I doubt Radiance is going to deal insane damage. Usually these skills don't really do a whole lot, even whenever you play them in the base game. But yeah, we'll just kind of see what we can get up to. I'll go ahead and load up an OP10 character with some class mods. Okay, we're probably going to end up running the same build no matter what we do here at OP10, so we're just going to go ahead and talk about it. Big shield boost because it's funny. I could probably get rid of this because realistically I'm just not going to care about shield capacity whenever I just have a kill skill that gives it all back in like 3 seconds. I could put more points in that too and just make it instant, but I feel like that's already really strong. Inner Glow, just to get the healing back. 100% chance to slag on Phase Blast. 800% cooldowns, probably good. Quicksilver for 700% fire rate. Maxed out Radiance to see what it'll do. The class mod we have on right now buffs it, so it might be interesting. Intuition, 20 points so that we can actually keep walking around normally. Phoenix, I put 50 points in to see if the fire damage is good. I might want to get Venom alongside Spark for a melee build, so maybe we'll respec to that. Slayer for crit, Enforcer for bullet damage. I don't want high velocity because the velocity is annoying to me personally. Silent Resolve would be okay if it weren't for the fact that I'm just going to spam Invis for health gate anyway. Hit and Run, just for extra phase walk duration and melee damage and stuff like that. Blackout, because it just gives us phase walk back pretty much instantly. And then Phase Strike, because of course. We have a ton of class mods. We have a Sorceress, which gives Radiance and Hit and Run. Our Gen 2 legendary class mods are replaced with Allegiance class mod, so this one's Hyperion, buffs Hyperion stuff, gives +2 dramatic entrance for way too much slag, Mind Games for guaranteed stuns, Spark for a bunch of elemental damage, crit, and also bullet damage. Probably use this for our damage outright, unless the Doll Professional does this better. That's that. Quicksilver, Resilience, Intuition, and Velocity. Okay, probably won't use that. Don't like projectile speed stuff. I know I can use the rest, but the other class mod does it fine. Iridian Warrior, gun damage, Diva, Inner Glow, Radiance, Phoenix, plus Slayer. This could be good for the AoE build, so we'll keep that just in case we want it. Mollywand Specialist. Mollywand stuff gives +2 our elemental stuff, even more so than the Iridian Warrior. Okay, so yeah, that'll be the elemental then. Slayer of Terra. Pretty simple one, usually more fun in early game in this mod, I think. Movement speed, team XP, fire damage, chance to save ammo, all this stuff basically. So that could be pretty fun too. I have a bunch of her purple class mods as well. Team grenade damage, elemental effect chance, bullet damage, plus to some elemental stuff. Probably won't use it. Plague Bearer, corrosive damage and chance, and corrosive resistance, plus to Venom, Mind Games, and Inner Glow. No thanks. Defender stuff. Mercenary, SMG damage, status effect chance. This could have ammo regen if I tune it, so that might be good. Don't really care for velocity. And also, I feel like our other class mods do this a little better, so we'll put that down. Firefly, Fire Stuff, Spark, Phoenix, Diva. There's just a lot of class mods, basically. Executioner, we might actually use. That buffs Phase Strike, which is going to be dumb. So, yeah, no, I'm going to keep that one for melee. Okay, so yeah, we have our gun damage, elemental damage, and melee. Seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and test out the elemental stuff, I guess. So yeah, let me respec. Okay, we've tuned the build. We're probably just going to run it pretty lazy, I guess. Just running this stuff that we already have on. I'll spawn in a pokey stick so that we can get a pokey stick going on, spawn in a love thumper to get a love thumper going on. But we'll probably just fuse the melee and our element build together. It's just going to be this. I'm not going to max out any of the gun skills for the gun damage build, so I'll just swap class mods. Just really never change the build again. This will probably be pretty dumb. Okay, so just to casually test out how we do here at OP10, let's go ahead and just walk up to some Bullymong's, turn invis, and see if they just explode. Huh. Okay, that might be really stupid. That's gonna be really stupid. Okay, well, hold on. I need a raid boss. Alright, Terra. Come here, group hug. Oh, that's actually not that crazy. Oh, okay, it's pretty nice still. Oh, he's gonna stay underground till I'm visible again. Oh, I am invisible for like 80 seconds. I guess I'm waiting. Hold on. Okay, it stopped itself. Good. I was gonna say, there's no way. Alright, we got kill skill. Huh. Well, that's really fun. Okay. And like, yeah, we could lean more into the melee stuff if we wanted to with the Executioner. Just get way more damage out of invis. Maybe we do that against somebody else, though, who's gonna not just burrow away if I'm invis. Yeah, let's go get some friends. Hello, Vora. How you doing? Oh, I didn't even, wait, which, hold on. Okay, hold on, let's do that again. Was it the poke, or the corrosive dot, or the shock dot? Or probably all of the above. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, it's that corrosive dot for sure. Oh, that corrosive dot is real nice. Hold on, let me put on the melee calm. Yep. Yep. Just a little bit of green. Yeah, that little bit of green seems real good. Cool. Let's go over to Pyro Pete and just aura kill him. Just AFK next to him. Yep. Yeah, this, I mean, it works. Clearly. Poke. Works pretty good. Alright, let's mess around with a little bit of gun stuff then. Okay. So just kind of like get a drunk effect real quick. Walk forward. Punchy. Hold on, let's do it again. That's great. This is so stupid. Okay, I guess I should do it with, like, a Mongol and crash the game, right? I feel like that's only fair. Ow. Okay, cool. I guess if you're using a computer and not an Xbox, it doesn't crash. That's cool. Why do I have two? It doesn't matter. Okay, that's pretty fun. Right, let's commit a little bit of tomfoolery with the hive then. Just to, you know, see how reasonable it is. The fact that that isn't dealing more is actually surprising. But, okay. Punching it is. This just in, whenever you have an insane amount of melee damage, it's better than just, like, kind of buffing guns a little bit. Who would have guessed? To be fair, in BL1, guns really didn't need buffs. Guns in BL1 just felt really, really good as they were. So it makes sense for there not to be that many skills that actually buff them outright in skill trees. But yeah, no, it totally means that our melee is just going to be insane in this game. Let's be real. Okay, well, there we go. I guess that's pretty much where we're going to call it here. Turns out, if you make 5 out of 5 skills and 100-point skills, it's really dumb. Once again, we're going to be playing Mordecai next, and then after that, probably start a recoded playthrough of Salvador because he's the last character to play. I probably assume he'll be pretty chill. Apparently, he's kind of got Brass Beast vibes from, like, TF2, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, turns out, character super gassed. Who would have guessed?